Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm here with Estelle for Bits. Welcome back. So, Estelle, I heard something happened this week. What was it?
Yeah, so there was a little drama at work. I was recently put in charge of posting the LinkedIn and YouTube videos. Sometimes the posting schedule overlaps with class or other meetings, so I usually schedule them in advance. However, this week I didn't have access to one of the account, which made my boss very anxious when the video didn't go up on time.
So, what came from that experience?
Yeah, so at the moment, it felt like my boss was running at me, screaming about a tsunami coming our way, and I did feel guilty about what was happening. But looking back, it was really more like a little wave, especially since I wasn't fully in control of the situation. It reminded me that when you're training for something new, it's important to also think about what happens when things go wrong or notice the little details that weren't explicitly explained to you. The key wasn't about who was right in the situation, but how we could work together so it wouldn't happen again.
That sounds like a big learning experience. And I think that's actually what today's about. Not the big dramatic failures, but all of it. The small ones, the ones that blindside you, and the ones that you see coming, but they still hurt. I have an example on this too. I had a project I was working on last year that I was really excited about. I was working for the better part of a year on it, and I was planning, working with investors, a lot of other stuff. And in the end, the numbers came back way higher than we expected, and we had to walk away. And the decision was actually clear once we saw the numbers, but clarity on paper and acceptance in your head are two completely different things. One thing that really helped me with this was having a post-mortem conversation with the investor afterwards. I swallowed my pride, sat down, and we talked through what didn't work and why. And the closure did more for me than I expected, honestly. And I learned a lot from the experience. And I just feel like you can learn more from failures than successes sometimes, just because you learn more about yourself and how you react to these situations. Would you agree, Estelle?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think failure is almost inevitable in life and at work. You know, there's always going to be things that aren't going to work out your way. But for me, failure is when you learn something. When something goes wrong, it forces you to pause and reflect. And when things go right, you often just go through the motions and don't really think twice about it. But when there's failure, there's change, and there's a lesson to be learned, and that's what sticks with you.
So the real failure is not learning from your failures. Got it. Well, thanks, Estelle, and thanks to those watching. We'll see you next time on Bits.